Also für mich ist Liebe das Wichtigste im Leben eigentlich.
I truly believe that we are only here for love.
Die Liebe hilft einem, das normale Dasein erträglich zu machen oder auch zu ignorieren, dass man einfach, ja, das Fliegen lernt so ein bisschen.
You allow yourself to trust someone and you show everything you are. So love is vulnerability, which can be so painful.
I think it's just meant to be given away and we're meant to give away love like we're made of it.
Eine große Familie, denke ich, an die Liebe.
Love doesn't have to only be your partners, it could be your kids too, you know. I miss when my boy was little.
Ich habe 4 Kinder, 2 Jungs, 2 Mädchen und für die würde ich alles tun. Für meinen Mann würde ich auch alles tun. He was playing guitar and I was just like drawing. And something happened and he had like grabbed my hand and then he put his thumb on my nose. And it sounds really weird, but I knew in that moment that I loved him. And we hadn't even kissed yet. And then we kissed.
When you do meet somebody that's special, you know.
We met in Florida where I was living and he lived in Los Angeles at the time and he was on tour and we met at his show and we just had a wonderful conversation and I left and was like, fuck, I'm in love, oh no.
Well, my girlfriend actually moved across the country to be with me, so that takes the cake.
Im ersten Jahr, wo Jakob und ich zusammen waren, war mein Geburtstag nach einem halben Jahr ungefähr. Und da hat er sich meinen Namen auf sein Herz tätowieren lassen. Das war das romantischste und schönste, was jemand jemals gemacht hat.
I pretty much sold anything of value, which was my little Vespa scooter, my turntables, or anything that value, just to buy a flight around the world to see my girl for the weekend.
Bought rings, I had rings made, I made promises, I bought someone a dog. I think that's very romantic. I think buying somebody a dog is like, you know, one of the biggest things you can do.
Auf einem Stück Sandstein, was an einem Eisenstück frei hing, weil es war zerbombt, das kleine Schloss, haben wir uns genau dieses Stück Sandstein ausgesucht, was dort frei im Himmel hing, um uns darauf zu lieben. Ich meine, so mit dem Tod zu spielen, während man miteinander schläft. Das ist schon allerhand, oder?
We're getting high on the weekends, just the way we like. They're saying we're different, but we're so alike. Spin my head round and round, round and round. And we're not coming down from our cloud. I know we're gonna talk.
I found the love of my life. Better late than never.
Also ich habe nie an das Konzept der einen großen Liebe geglaubt, weil ich eigentlich immer gedacht habe, dass es die große Liebe gar nicht gibt, bis ich sie dann getroffen habe. Wahrscheinlich, weil die kleine süße Seele mich schon direkt angesprungen hat beim ersten Blick. Ich habe mich auch sofort verliebt.
I'm a person who loves to love and someone who believes in love and who never gives up on love. And yeah, here we go again.
Baby, I don't mind as long as it's you and I. Baby, no, I don't mind. And if we wanna dance tonight, then people gonna talk. Let them talk, let them talk, let them talk about
The most central moment is when you are so connected with the other person. Usually that is when you're having sex and something happens that is just inside, that has nothing to do with the outside or anything anymore, and it's just like this, it's like a certain feeling.
I guess the first time I had sex was the most sensual. It was very passionate. It was very, you know, kind of uncontrollable.
For me, it's kind of the ultimate way of communicating.
I believe that sex and love are the same thing. In the moment you stop wanting to have sex with your partner, I don't think there's love anymore.
It's not everything, but I do think that if you don't have that connection in the bedroom, then I don't think a relationship can really work.
Mir sind andere Sachen wichtiger. Gute Zeit miteinander verbringen. Wir küssen uns total viel.
Das bindet sehr.
Zusammen aufzuwachen, zusammen einzuschlafen und diese Nähe zu haben oder einfach den ganzen Tag zusammen im Bett zu chillen und zu kuscheln, finde ich genauso wichtig wie Sex. Oder eigentlich sogar wichtiger.
We had never even done that until really recently, and we've been together for like 2 years. This is really personal.
I believe that you can love multiple people simultaneously. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Multiple relationships can actually influence each other. And I learned a lot by having multiple partners at the same time.
I actually don't fall in love easily. But like I said, it's a feeling. My first 2 great relationships, it was the moment we saw each other, that was it. We knew, and we were in a relationship from then on.
Als ich sie das erste Mal angeguckt habe, war es schon bei mir passiert. Da habe ich mich schon so hingezogen gefühlt, dass man mir schon gar nicht mehr helfen konnte.
And then you dive into that person, and then, you know, you either love what you see inside or you don't. And I fell in love with what I saw inside, and that is a very kind and very loving person.
Es dauert doch immer eine Weile, bis man begreift, ich liebe den anderen ja, weil er so ist, wie er ist. All das, was vielleicht bei jemand anders komisch wäre, finde ich gerade amüsant. Und dem anderen wird es genauso gehen. Also wichtig ist, dass man sich nicht verkrampft und entspannt ist. Also, das ist schon ein bisschen komisch. Du verliebst dich in einen Frosch und dann wird er ein Prinz, oder verliebst dich in einen Prinz und dann wird er ein Frosch. Also bitte nicht.
I am experiencing sort of a true kind of love because I'm in love with a 74-year-old man. I liked him as a friend at first, and it took me like about a year to really get into him. And I think the more I discovered his mind and his heart, the more I really fell in love with him.
The important thing is how you treat that person and how that person treats you, with love, with respect, with honor. You know, they're not talking behind your back, they're taking care of you. And that's what love is, you know.
Trust. Trust is the most important thing in a relationship.
Honest, respectful, stable.
Honest, loyal, hardworking, genuine.
Some people say that, you know, big love needs to be painful, and that's what I always, you know, experienced.
You make sacrifices for people you care about. You stop smoking a cigarette, you stop drinking, you convert religions, things that I've done that I wouldn't do going forward.
I was trying to downgrade myself and give up, you know, a big part of myself and what I worked for so hard and who I am to fit in and make, you know, my partner feel comfortable.
At the end of the day, you know, you got to be you, and you got to love you first. Because then, if you love you first, then you could find someone who will also love you for who you are.
Also an dem Punkt, wo ich jetzt bin, wäre ich nicht, hätte ich meine Ex-Beziehung nicht gehabt. Man kann nicht immer nur perfekte Beziehungen haben.
I was pulling over and just crying randomly.
I hope there's a different kind of love, because I think there can also be a love that makes you a better person and lifts you up, you know, and makes you better in every way. So I'm still looking for that.